Okay, in this next series of videos, I'm going to take you through each and every one of these customization options that the foodie theme gives you. Now, don't get scared by the fact that I have a number of added recipes in here. All I've done is I've gone into the post and I've just added some placeholder posts so that you can see as I customize this how things change and how things look. And I know Jason has gone over how to post in great detail, and I know that it's going to take you some time to get this many recipes in place, but what I wanted to do was have enough recipes in here and enough categories for the posts that I could, so you could see as this comes together, as I change things, and what happens as I change them. So you're going to go over to Appearance and Customize. Okay, so this first section that we're going to talk about, as I said, is this header area of the website, which holds this text up here out of the box. So it's basically your site identity, your site name. And if you want to just use the text, that's perfectly fine. We went over how to create a logo in a previous episode, but if you want to use it like this, previous episode, previous video, if you want to use it like this, that's perfectly fine. Here's where you can change that. So you can just type in anything you want. So let's, for instance, just say we wanted it to say Cooking with Jason Caruso. And you can see that as we change things, they're happening over here in this preview area. And here you can also change your tagline to whatever you want it to be. You can see that it says best baking site ever. You can change that to whatever, and that'll change in real time as you see it. Now here's a checkbox. Now since we don't have a logo in place, it doesn't matter if we have this checked or not. It's going to display the text. But if you want it to display the text, just make sure that you have this box checked. Now this area down here is what's called the site icon. And if you look up here in the top left portion of my browser, you'll see this little heart icon. That's what the site icon is. And this is how we change it. We add an image in here. So you can see that it's asking for a site icon. It's telling me that the site icon is used as a browser and app icon for your site. Icons must be square and at least 512 pixels wide and tall. Now that's where the sizing of the images is again where Canva can come into play if you need to size images in a certain way. So we're going to head over to Canva, and I'm just going to show you real quick. You can see that our saved logo is here that we just created in the previous video. What I want to do is I want to create a custom dimensions up here. So if I click on that, it's going to bring open a panel that asks me to choose a width and a height. So I'm just going to go back again. This says 512 pixels wide and tall. So over here I'm going to say 512 pixels. 512 pixels. And then I'm going to go to design. Now this icon can be pretty much whatever you want. If you have a square logo, you can use that, or you can even come over here and look at some of the other elements that may be cool to have as an icon in your on your browser. So let's just take a look real quick, just so you can continue to get used to Canva and how it works. If we hit baking, you can see, you know, you're not going to want an image. You're going to want more of an illustration type thing because it's going to be very, very small. So let's see if we can find one that's free that we can use here to start. And we have there, we can just use, let's say we just wanted to use a cake. Just for this example, we'll use this cake, and you see it plops it into this canvas area here. Now, obviously I probably wouldn't use a cake because it doesn't really go along with my website, but for sake of not spending $1 right now, I'm just going to use this free cake icon. And once that's in here, this is a 512 by 512 image. So now I can go up here and I can go download. And once again, it's going to ask me, as we discussed earlier, for this, since we don't care if it has a white background or not, actually for this we're going to also not have a background. So we're going to choose a PNG and we're going to download it. And again, it's going to come in as its own file name over here, and it's going to be in your, for us, it's in our downloads folder. So wherever it is, you're going to have to locate it. But when you come back over here and you see it says no image selected, so we're going to select image and we're going to locate. And Jason, I know, discussed how to upload images and things in post. This is the same exact procedure. You're going to go to upload files, select files, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to find that image in our computer here. Let's see, downloads, and you can see here it is right here, Untitled Design. We're going to open that, and it's perfectly sized because we sized that in Canva. We're going to hit select, and then when you're ready, when you're happy with whatever icon you've placed up here, you always have to hit save and publish. If you hit X here, you will lose what you did, so just make sure you always hit save and publish. When that says saved, you can go over to your website, and if I refresh it, you'll see now that I have the cake icon in my browser tab. So that's a pretty simple thing, little customization there, and we'll cover adding the header image in the next video.